Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Horus Healing Christmas Advent Calendar Tarot Read event thingy McWingy that I'm hosting here on this channel at this moment. Today we are day 7 already. Holy shit, time flies. And day 3? Anyway, it's gonna be a general reading, as you can see by the tablecloth, which is soft golden yellow. We are back to general, and this one is gonna be a big one with 12 cards. It's called Energy Mapping by Astral 2L Empress. I'm gonna have a link to her original layout of the cards in the description. As the main deck, we're gonna use the Desney. And yes, this is the demo, and I have this because I was a Kickstarter backer. It's really just like a Disney-ish vibe revamp of the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck. As a companion and for clarifiers, we're gonna use Cosmic Cycles Tarot, a beautiful, beautiful one. Oracles, we're gonna use Future Higher Self and the Clarifying Life Situations. So I'm gonna leave these there. Have a little zoomy. There you go. If you can have if you want to have a snapshot for yourself. And I'm gonna see you on the flip side. Good day, water signs. How are we guys doing? How are we flowing today? I hope this series is entertaining, useful, interesting thus far. We are now on day 7 and we are back at a general read, as you can see by the tablecloth. This spread is called Energy Mapping by Astral 2L Empress. And we are starting with a bit of nostalgia for you guys, reminiscing of the past. It's gonna be a 12 card spread, reminiscing of a past home situation. This can be either your parental house, or if you were married in the past, thinking about that, of the foundations you could have built, there could be a revival of toxicity, so be aware of that. Whatever is in too much excess, does it really need a revival, or someone toxic coming back into your life? Potentially be cautious of that. A little bit of fun is good, but when it's too much, it's bound to end badly, so be warned. Otherwise, how are you guys doing? How's December treating you? We are having a beautiful clear sky, sunny day. As you can see, the light here literally blinding my table and your frame. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna put back the curtains a little bit on that window behind me, because the sun, the sky is bonkers, just straight blue and clear, and the sun, so it's a bit intense, especially on the camera. On the other hand, let's see how my bracelets look. Oh, beautiful. Can I do? I don't know if it translates. I can't remember words. A girl loves a bling bling. Sorry for the little hijacking of your read. On the other hand, you know what? I'm gonna hijack it even furthermore because I'm a bitch. Does this translate on the camera or not? Maybe not. So, water signs. You are moving away, and by moving away into a safe space, you will be acknowledged, celebrated. Good news is on your way, so that's very good. Moving into safety is always good, but now you have this double confirmation of also healing yourself at this time and having a wish granted, so that's also very good. Oh, and as you saw me just like try to poke the star card back into the deck, and we have what we started with, 6 of Cups, your nostalgia and reminiscing of the past, potentially soulmate coming back into your life. We will see. But that was like such an interesting coincidence, don't you think? And again, as I cut the deck, we have the foundations, your home life, and now especially with the Empress, the Mother card. So I hope your mom is doing all right. Maybe it's time to, reach out to your mom, have a little chat with her, see if everything's all right on that front. So what's up with my water signs? Finances, resources. You are being masterful with what you have. You can also multiply what you currently have, so that's good. But you're also resourceful and creative and know how to transform for longevity, or to make things stay longer, stretch that dollar bill. You know how to not indulge in excesses, but really be mindful of what you have and how to get the maximum out of every dollar of resources, of being just very mindful. And we are back with money energy, so you are very much zoning in your craft and also understanding the worth and value of something, and you are paying close attention to some work endeavor in which you are learning perhaps new tricks, new things, new skills to push forward what you already have, to maximize and fructify current resources, learning the trade but also perfecting another set of skills so that you can push forward. That's a bit too much. This also could be like a small task, a small project that you are pushing forward to perfect, honing the skills. And here we have the Chariot and the 10 of Cups, so you are definitely riding victoriously into emotional fulfillment and happiness. That's absolutely beautiful. For my water signs, please. Someone is being really determined and beautiful and in charge, in power, very self-assured into getting or reaching that happiness, that emotional fulfillment, which is beautiful. Also, don't take a shot every time I say that's beautiful, please, unless it's water, but even then. For my water signs, today's read were like so wholesome, just beautiful, genuine, and only Earth sign had a bit of, but that's a whole freaking Earth saga. But otherwise, so far, everyone been having a honky-dory beautiful day. Also, today is a 12 card spread, but I still managed to keep it fairly, well, fairly short, 30-40 minutes, but it's, I don't know, for me it's still concise, because with 12 cards I could go on for like over an hour, depending on the combination and the themes that I have. And again, this family home situation, putting in the work, the effort, juggling things, and now being outwardly in charge with your finances, not just at the home and internally for the self, but outwardly bringing in money, cultivating money, investing to get more. So that's pretty cool. A bit of rest, a bit of shock, decision making, holding on, a bit of toxicity and excess, a bit of excess, moving to a safe space, and passion driven, bold, fiery energy. And the next card would have been the Sun, which is honky. Oh, and the word. So you are definitely exiting a major cycle of your life, and the next one will bring you happiness, serenity, confidence. With this card, it's just like, you know, beautiful energy. The self, the home, the foundations, but you are stressed in your home and foundations, water signs. So I'm deeply sorry for that. If you have restless nights, find what the issue is and try to see what you can do to remedy to such situation, so that you can have a peaceful, restful night, and so that your home environment gets back to this thriving, happy-go-lucky energy that the Four of Wands is normally supposed to be, like a celebration of the laying of foundations of the house, the home, the family. You know what? I'm gonna use the Cosmic Cycle Tarot to see what we can, if we can investigate a little bit into what is causing you stress and anxiety, and potentially how you can remedy to that situation. For my water signs, please. What is the source of stress? Hello, water signs. So we have the Page of Cups, Five of Wands, Ace of Swords. So small communication, clarity, and conflict. But then, yeah. So there is a source of conflict in your house or home environment that needs clarity, that needs communication. Even if it's a small communication, something somewhere to get rid of this conflict. And it's like a super petty, minute, it's not even a real conflict the way this card is painted, but it also normally the Five of Wands is also like a, because it's wands, it's not swords, it's not as serious, but it could be related to the workspace because it's wands. So don't take petty bullshit too seriously, and try to have clarity of the situation at hand so that you can better communicate, have a clear line, a focused line of what the situation is and how you can tackle it to avoid conflict. Value, you are hardworking, mastering your craft. Oh, Ten of Swords. So what cycle is ending for you? Is this like the end of, if I read it straightforward, it's almost like the end of a job or the end of like a career prospect. What is ending for water signs, please? 5 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. So at least you are getting out of this energy of grieving and mourning. Someone who, but yeah, your King of Pentacles coming back again. Someone in a good financial standing is coming to your assistance, and with the 6 of Wands, it's going to be celebration and victory and good news. So overall, that is very good also. I'm gonna, you know what, lay down these guys here. Okay, yeah, they are inside. Communication. We have juggling of things, and you are juggling your emotions with something else, or just two aspects of your emotional sphere, your emotional realm. You're trying to protect yourself, to guard, to not give out too much, or not let your emotions overrule you. That could be something. But if it's on opposing force, or something like 3D based, or your rational, or your duties, your responsibilities, something else, you are finding a way to manage and mingle and balance the way you feel, the way that opposing force is making you feel, and how you can answer in a tactful, mindful, demure, polite way to something that could be potentially a source of aggression, or just taking a toll on your emotions at this time, because you are also starting with a 9 of 10 of swords. So something that is causing you anxiety and distress that will end is potentially leaving you depleted and having to juggle other things. So it's like a whole mess, and you are being the bigger, better person by being the queen, by being mindful of not letting things overtake you at a too great of a level, or uselessly, or too deeply, it's like you have the wisdom to discern that yes, this is affecting me, but you're deciding to give it a certain space, a certain amount, and the rest of it is yours. You are not there's that word, you're compartmentalizing the outside sources that you need to juggle with your own emotional health. And so it's a bit of it's a juggling situation, but you're managing very properly, very respectfully, very maturely, which is good. Number 4, home. And here we have this King of Pentacles again, which is the same guy as this one here. It's about reaping the souls that you reap, or like you have done the work and now you are protecting your assets, your finances, the things that you have worked hard to get, to gain, to have, the things that you have through your hard work and financial responsibilities and managing your resources. You have gained that, and now you need to protect those things and be mindful of where your money flows. So you are being a little defensive. And the first thing that pops to mind here in this season is subscriptions and cancellations. Be very watchful of your subscription services, the fees that they charge. If you can cancel things that you might have forgotten that you subscribe to the free trial, and now they're charging like stupid amounts because nobody checks their or nobody thinks of canceling their subscriptions after the free trial. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of where your money goes at all time. If money comes in, be sure to put it in your savings account. But you do have the upper ground, so you are hawk eye on the situation. Like, you're very attentive to financial resources. You just need to be just a little extra cautious at this time, or especially if your house needs repairs, because we're in the home segment. Be cautious of contractors maybe pulling a quick on you and trying to ask for more than what it really should be. Do your own research on the market value of repairs and that stuff. Just be overall cautious with your money and your resources. Pleasure, you are taking a little rest. You need a little bit of healing, especially in your emotion wise. And here we have a divine couple, inward, outward, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So you are managing your emotions both inwardly and outwardly, in the sense of you are regulating your own emotions and how things affect you and how you decide to respond to them, but also in the way outwardly how you give to others, in what capacity, how much counsel and advice and your own presence and your own intuition you can give to others. And perhaps you feel like you need to take a little break, a little rest, because you are juggling other important things in your life. You need to retreat and replenish and really focus on your own healing journey at this time, your own time out, your own time and space to reflect on things, so that you can make better judgments, give better counsel, be more mindful of situations surrounding you, of people needing you, and in what capacity you can give back to them. But first you need to heal yourself, you need to replenish yourself. Health-wise, something unforeseen is on the horizon, so cheat code, be on the lookout. And it's definitely regarding you if you're a single person, or it can be like one single thing. Watch out for your body especially, because with the Pentacles it's a very self-reliant energy. Like, you're the modern, independent, strong, independent woman. But with the Tower, watch out for accidents that will involve your body, your physicality, your resources, your finances, the things that you have built. It can be taken away, it can be disrupted, broken down, so just be extra cautious in the pleasure department and on your own. So like, don't give into excess. If something is tempting you, just be cautious of the financial implications or impacts, long-term impacts of that. And just overall, don't indulge too hard on retail therapy or spa day or things like that. You can afford, you can treat yourself, but be very mindful of your financial situation first and foremost. Relationship, you will need to make a decision. I'm so sorry, my battery has died and I haven't yet realized. So going back rapidly to the previous set of cards, which were your Nine of Pentacles and Tower in your health department. Be very cautious of retail therapy, of splurging yourself, or just physical accidents. Just be mindful of something unforeseeable, unpredictable, and regarding your 3D world, your body, what you have built for yourself. Something might break down, so just be very cautious of that. Relationship, and this was interesting, or this is interesting, because we are having a direct sequence, ace to the 2. So there is a new work opportunity, a new spark, a new creative flow, but it will require you to make a decision. And usually the 2 of Wands is a stay or leave. So this job can be a little further away than where you are, but if you want to to grab this opportunity, you might have to relocate elsewhere or have a longer commute. That will depend on your situation. The thing is, a new work, new inspiration, new spark is in your relationship segment, but it will require you to make the decision of leaving a current thing, and this can be just you being single and thriving and happy and fulfilled, into going back to being committed to a whole individual and a whole prospect that they bring to the table. Or do you want an open relationship, or whatever the prospect might be, you will have to make a decision. If it's on the work front, it's a new contract, a new work, and you also need to make the decision of leaving your current position or staying in your current position and not saying yes to this new offer. So in your relationship segment, something new that will require a choice to be made. Lesson: holding on to something and starting new. So I will read this both ways, especially with your finances, and because I was talking about subscriptions and those sneaky bastards. Be very cautious with your money. Don't be foolish. Hold on to what you have, and be very discerning of the decisions that you make in the spur of the moment. Especially if you want to spoil yourself and have a spa day or retail therapy, or just spoiling yourself for the holidays, it might come to a cost. So be very, very very cautious. Don't let outside sources, the bling bling, influence you too much into stepping off a cliff and then finding yourself in a very bad situation, let's put it that way. But also hold on to your innocence, and hold on to this youthful, unjaded, trustworthy energy that the universe does have your back. It will guide you on the right path, give you the opportunities that you might have manifested or wanted for so long, even if it comes at the small price of having to make a decision. Hold on to hope itself. Spirituality, and this is a bit concerning because we have the devil here as the clarifying energy for strength. So I would say, on the positive light, you are stubbornly strong and resilient, so that's good. But don't be too overly stubborn in holding on to maybe outdated concepts or views or beliefs. It's good to be resilient and patient and patient, resilient, finding the beauty in that, but don't let it be too much to the point where it's excessive and almost driving you off a cliff or guide you off a cliff. You need to measure yourself, hold on to that energy, but in measure. When you feel that you need to let go or change route, change perspective, take a new approach to a situation, don't be afraid of taking that leap of faith and changing your course. Don't let your stubbornness take the best of you or hold the best of you. What's that expression? Yeah, don't let something take the best of you, because it will, this energy can so quickly go into toxic territory that it's not even funny. So keep a very close eye on your stubbornness and on your resilience. If you need help, reach out and ask for help. It's a human thing to do. Career. You are being overworked, overstressed, overburdened by something. And you are not telling anybody how heavy this thing is weighing on your shoulders and on your soul. On one hand, yes, trust your intuition, but here it really feels like you being very stressed, very overburdened, and keeping it all to yourself, especially with this Four of Pentacles lingering here. So it's like you are already holding on to something, but now you're holding on to being absurdly resilient, but almost at a toxic level of being stubborn and holding on to your own strength and your own power, and you are not telling anybody of your internal suffering and the weight of this situation on your shoulders. And this can rapidly be or drive you into toxic territory with the Devil card. So yeah, if you are overburdened and overstressed, do reach out to somebody. And yeah, it's gonna be a little bruisey on the ego, but better that than suffer like a tower and then be even in a worse situation. Future vision, and my dog is being a little pest here. You are moving into safe territory with the King of Swords, so there is a sense of clarity, communication, scheming, plotting, having a clear course of action, a very... what is that? Oh, it's a thread. I need to cut that off. So you are being very strategic into moving to a clear, safe space, which honestly is a beautiful answer coming after the stubborn resilience and the holding things to yourself at the cost of your own happiness and well-being. If the King of Swords is someone external to you, take their advice. Let them guide you into the safe waters, the safety, the place where you will no longer have to carry the weight on your own, where you no longer have to be stubborn to toxic levels of it at your own detriment, where you no longer have to fear the tower collapsing on you, where you no longer have to be defensive, where you no longer have to hold on to things, and it can be coming from like an ego place to this holding on with the Devil card here. So yeah, plot and scheme in how to get into a safe space. If it's coming from an external source, accept the advice it's coming from a very rational, thoughtful place, so you can trust that person. Subconscious, very fiery, passionate energy, but you're also dissatisfied. So this can be dissatisfaction at the intimate level as much as it can be dissatisfaction as in your life is currently boring, unsatisfying, not the dashing, passionate, action-driven energy that you wish it could be, or that you sort of romanticize or wish to have in your life. A bit more excitement. Now it's just dull and boring, unsatisfactory, and just meh. You dream of this fire, of this passion, of being driven, of being inspired, of being on the road and chasing something that is meaningful to you, but you are stuck in this deeply disgruntled, dissatisfied, bored situation, emotionality at the subconscious level. But if you know that at the conscious level, you can make clear-cut decisions to move away from that towards the happy, fulfilling, exciting energy. So, water signs, I'm gonna shuffle the oracle cards and let's see what messages we have for you guys. And again, sorry for the battery dying, cutting, and if I yapped into the void, I need to be more mindful of checking that, because I do check the clock, but the battery comes like really when it's like almost dying. So metamorphosis mirage, embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. Although this is like a mountain, so I don't see where the butterfly is in this card, but there you have it. And now the guide to your life's journey, oracle deck. Something for the water signs, please. Yeah, okay, that one jumpy. And we have, you aren't done, you are just getting started. And we have like the bullet train image on this. This is clear. So you are definitely so basically this, you aren't done, you're just getting started. Plan and plot your course of action to move back into something that will be inspiring and just inspiring you, thriving you, energizing you, motivating you, getting you that spark, that fire, that will to go forth and chase something that will be fulfilling to you. Water signs, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope this was insightful and helpful and entertaining. And I will see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Oh, Butchie.